Hey guys, so I'm changing the front passenger side brake caliper on this 2003 Chevy 1500. Right here's the old caliper still, and I got the new one right here. It's still under warranty, but it went bad. The other day it locked up, the brake caliper locked up, and I could tell that the truck was pulling to the right. So I knew there was something wrong with the passenger side, or this wheel. And so I just came outside, and the rim of my tire on this side was extremely hot. And you should be able to touch it with your hand, but you couldn't. So anyway, this thing started not releasing. So basically what happens when the pressure goes into the brake caliper, the brake pads get tight and then it doesn't release. But you can still drive, but there's just a lot of pressure there, and then it gets extremely hot. And that's why this thing here is brown, because it got so hot. These are 8mm Allen wrenches. Socket right here, and then I'm just going to pull these out. Make sure you don't get any dirt on these. Pull both of them out, and then this thing will just pull straight off. So I got a vice grip on my brake line. This is just a rubber brake line, but you can really use any clamp. You could also probably use a C clamp or something, but it's the easiest with a vice grip. And then just clamp it onto here somewhere. And that just turns off your brake fluid. That way when you take this off, then you don't have a bunch of brake fluid leaking the whole time that you have it off. Straight off. Just like that. I got my new one here. I'm just going to go swap them out. There's already grease inside there, but I just like to grease them more, just to make sure that they can move freely. Grab it and set it back on the rotor, just like that. Now all I got to do is put these two bolts back in, and then attach my brake line again and bleed the brakes. You want to make sure you got your copper washer on here, right here, and then just put it in there. So I got my copper washer on the inside as well. One on each side, and then you just pop it right on there. And if you notice that it's leaking down here, then you just make the bolt tighter, but don't try and make it tighter while somebody's braking. So yeah, if it leaks, just make it a little bit tighter until it doesn't leak anymore. But you also can look up the torque specs online. Now I'm ready to bleed it, and all you do is take a 10mm and crack it open. Right now it'll gravity bleed, but it'll take a while to clear all that air out. So you can go and just make sure your brake fluid is full for starters, and then you can just pump the brakes a couple times to try and clear all the air out as possible and get more fluid down here. And then after that you can actually bleed them right. You can do it by yourself, but it just takes longer, but it's a lot easier to get somebody else to help you. Get somebody to sit inside the truck, just tell them to press the brake pedal down, and they have to press it down and hold it there. So open this up, tell them to press it down and hold it there, and then close it back up. And then once you closed it, then they can release the pedal again. Now it's closed, so I open it and press the pedal down and hold it, and then brake fluid will squirt out, and then I close it up again and then let go of the brake pedal. And then I just do that over and over until there's no more bubbles coming out of here. And you can also get a kit online for like 30 bucks where you can vacuum it out and actually have one of those, but those usually don't always work very good by yourself, depending how big of a brake system you have. But make sure you don't run out of brake fluid, otherwise you're gonna have to bleed your whole system again, and that's not very fun.